Hi ladies, Sadie here again to cover something that I think is super exciting for you new distributors and also for you seasoned distributors. What we're going to cover right now is actually going over everything event, meaning any type of events you're going to do, craft fairs, boutiques, expos, fairs, pop-up markets, anything like that where you have a booth and you have women walking past your booth trying your product. So that's what we're going to be covering today. And the reason that these events are so huge for you in the beginning as a new distributor or even as a seasoned distributor is because this is going to open up a huge new market of women. It's going to help you reach a whole group, a huge crowd of girls that you would have never met nor been in contact with before. So even if you're a seasoned distributor and kind of gotten into a rut of your sales because you've exhausted your friends and family, this is a great thing to step out of your comfort zone to reach new women and make more sales and build your team. But you as new distributors, this is a perfect thing to start learning now and to get into the habit of, because it's going to just help generate so much business for you. So again, you're broadening horizon, stepping outside of that circle of influence. So another thing to think about is these events are not just sales events. You're not just trying to sell the product. You are also recruiting. They are huge recruiting events. And just so you guys know, that is actually how I found the product. So just to show you how amazing of an opportunity this could be for you, I was just at the What Women Want Expo and came across the LipSense booth, tried it, realized I could sell the crap out of it and signed up. So you could have someone that walks past your booth that could be your next rock star and become a crown princess, and you may not even know who she is because you're going to meet her at an event. So that's really huge, really just thinking about that as a recruiting event, not just sales. Now, a lot of girls don't know how to find events, so I'm going to go over how to find different things that you can sign up for. The first thing that I would do is use your Chamber of Commerce. What you're going to do is you're going to go to Google and you're going to type Chamber of Commerce in your area, and it's going to give you their contact information. There you can find if there's any big events coming, fairs, big Christmas expos, bridal expos. They'll have the list of community events coming up that are on the larger scale. You can also go to Google and type in St. George events, St. George craft fairs, St. George vendor booths. However that looks, get creative, type whatever you can think in Google. Also use Facebook as a resource. You can go to Facebook and there's a lot of groups that have been created in different areas, and it will be like St. George, Utah vendor events or St. George, Utah expo events, and different people that are hosting these events and expos will go to that group and post their events, and you can jump on and be the first person to snag an event. So those are really good resources. So make sure that you're kind of stepping out and getting creative on how to search for them. Now that we have a couple more a lot more girls signed up, it is harder to find these events, so you have to be creative. Don't just look for the big events. Start looking for smaller events like craft fairs, house markets, pop-up boutiques. Join forces with a LuLaRoe girl or some other MLM brands like Jamberry, Scentsy for a girls' night. Do any little things like that where you're getting creative and you're bringing in a different crowd of people. Those pop-up boutiques are huge because if each girl that's there for a girls' night, each MLM girl brings her crowd of friends and family, that's opening up like a ton of new people that you can meet. So that's huge. Now, each event's going to be different on how to sign up. So when you're signing up, if it's a bigger event, you're probably going to have to go to that event's website, fill out an application, send it in, pay them. It's a little bit more formal. Now, if you find a smaller event like a craft fair or a house market, it's more personal. You'll probably be in contact with that person. You probably won't have to fill out applications as much, but you need to just find out as you're signing up how is the best way to go about that. Make sure you know the rules. Make sure you know if you need a business license, insurance, any of those things before you sign up, and also know the price. Also, when you're signing up, make sure that you are signing up under LipSense by Senegence. This will help make so that there's not multiple people signing up for one event. If one person signs up under LipSense and one person signs up under Senegence, you have 2 booths there, and that's just competition. I don't think that's very fair. So if everyone can sign up, lip sense by SeneGence will be all on the same page. Now, when you're getting ready to sign up, you can talk to the people that are hosting the event, and they may let you choose where you want to be. If they let you choose, I would try to choose to be on a corner booth. Catherine Parnell always talks about this opportunity and how it's amazing. She does a lot of events, so she knows. But if you're on a corner booth, you're seen more by more people. People typically stop. So ask for a corner booth, and also ask not to be around any other makeup MLM companies like Unique or Mary Kay, things like that. Another thing to think about is the etiquette. If you go to sign up for an event and someone's already signed up, just let them have it. Don't try to finagle your way in. Just be Sena Sisters and allow them to have that. Now, if you need to know what you need to bring, you can go to the files on my group page and go to the new distributor packet and print that out. And in that packet, there is a needs list for parties and events. That is kind of the basic stuff you need to bring, like cotton balls and witch hazel. But you also have to think about the event that you're doing. Find out if it's outside or inside. If it's outside, you also need to find out if you need a canopy. So you would need to bring a canopy. Think about other things like how are you going to hold that down? Do you need spokes? Do you need big water barrels to hold it down? Also be thinking if you have a banner, how are you going to hang that banner? Do you have bungee cords or zip ties? Do you need a hammer? So just make sure you're thinking about every little detail of your booth and making sure you have everything to set it up. Do you have a table? Do you need tablecloths? Do you need multiple tables or chairs? So think about those things and see what the company has to offer. A lot of the expos give you tables and you don't need to bring one. So make sure you're asking the right questions. If it's inside, find out if you have power. Find out if you, if they are providing the tables and the tablecloths. Ask all these questions so you know what you need to bring. That is really, really key. Think to every single little point of that table. Think of every little thing you'll need. Now, the biggest thing you're obviously going to need to bring is your stock. Now, when you're doing events, it is crucial to have stock. I would say you really shouldn't do stock and take customer orders. If you're going to do an event, you need to make sure to place probably at minimum a 750 PV order to have on hand. When you're at an event, girls that don't know you don't want to place orders with you. If they're walking through an event, they want to be able to see the product and take it home with them. So you're going to make sales if you have it on hand, making sure you have at least 750 PV minimum. Now, when, let's see, so we've covered everything you need. Now, if you're gonna be signing up with another person, this is something else that's really important. Say you have 1 or 2 other girls that are coming to do that event with you, you have to know how to split up that pay. So what you're gonna do is each person is gonna bring their own inventory, their own stock, and they need to make sure that they've kept track of that. You have track of every single color you've brought, every single gloss remover, and you're organized. Now, as everybody's doing sales, there's a certain notebook that you're gonna have, and you're gonna track every single customer sale on that notebook. You're tracking every single product as well. So if you sell the one lady and you sell her a gloss, color, and a remover, you're keeping track of whose stock that pulled you from, or whose stock you pulled the product from. Now, if I'm doing the sell, but I don't have that color in my stock, I can sell from someone else's stock, like say Caitlin's with me. I can pull that color out of her stock, but on the notebook I'm writing the color came from Caitlin's stock, the gloss from Sadie's, the remover from Sadie's. You're keeping track of how they paid and how much. Then at the end of the event, you've kept track of all your sales. What the first thing you have to do is go back and pay everyone for their stock. So you're gonna go through and figure out how many things each person had from their stock taken out, and you're gonna pay that back. Now that person needs to be paid back at the percentage that they ordered. So for example, if they sold a full collection and it was $55 and that person ordered at a 25% discount, they need, or at a 50% discount, they need to be paid back at that 50% discount. So if it was a $50 order and she ordered at 50% off, she would need to be paid back $25. So everyone will be paid back for the stock that they brought in and that they used. And then at the end, they're gonna look at whatever's left over. Whatever's left over after stock is paid back is profit. And now the profit just needs to be split equally by everyone that was helping. So whether it's 2 girls or 3 girls, you're just gonna take that and split it up equally. So that way it's profitable and it works for everyone. Now, Once you're at the event, you're all set up, you need to make sure that you're in contact with the person running the event. They should send you an email, or they'll send you a text message or a phone call on how, or of all the rules. They'll send you where to go, how to set up, when to set up. So you need to make sure you're following all their rules. So you'll get there and you'll set everything up, you'll get everything ready to go. Once you're at the event, you want to make sure you look the part. Have your makeup done, have your hair done, look professional. You want to make sure that your booth is set up really intriguing. Have something on there that's going to pull their attention. Have light up letters, or have really cute decorations or candy that's going to pull them in. And then as they're there, make sure that you're offering the send agents option to every single person that walks through. So every single person that comes to talk to you about sales, at the end of giving them all your sales, the sell spiel, you're going to tell them the price, and then you're going to then say, or you could sign up on my team for the same amount. And with that, you can be given the opportunity to order at a 20 to 50% discount. And you can just use that as personal use, or you can sell to your friends and family, or build a team and make a lot of money. So you're giving that option to every single person that comes through. But what I would have on hand are the new distributor packets already printed up and ready to go. I usually bring about 30, so that if anyone that walks through is interested in signing up, I can give them a packet of information. Another thing that's really, really good idea is like to bring people in would be to have a little jar on your table with a picture frame that says, enter my drawing for a free color, and have little printed out pieces of paper. On the paper, I would have all their contact information, obviously their name, phone number, whatever else information you need. And below that, I'd put little check boxes and have one of the check boxes say, I'm interested in hosting a party, I'm interested in being a distributor, or I'm interested in being a customer only. Then each of those people have to check one of those boxes. And at the end of the day, you're going to take all of those papers out and separate them, and you're going to call every single person that wants to host a party and every single person that wants to be a distributor. You have all these follow-ups at your fingertips, possible team members, possible parties, possible bookings. It's like crazy. So make sure if you're doing that you are following up with those people. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you a little mock-up setup of an event. Just know that this is on a really small scale inside my house. This is obviously not how I would have it set up at an event. If you want to see actual examples of event setups, you can go to my group page and go to the info button, and in the info button, click photos, and then go to albums. Within the albums, you will find an album called events, and in there you'll find pictures of different distributors that have done events and shown you how they set up so you can get some ideas. Again, this is just a mock setup, very quick, to give you a couple of ideas. So we're gonna go ahead and go over to the table and go over some of the products that I do have here. Now, I do only have one of the color charts here. You would want to have both charts. You want to make sure when you're doing an event that you have out the color options so that they can see every color possible when they're going to buy. I also have, and with this, just so you guys know, I do have a video on my YouTube channel called New Distributor Information. In that video, it goes over how and where I made these charts if you would like to watch that video and learn that as well. Then I do have these light up letters. I like to have stuff that's gonna pull their attention and bring them in. These light up letters I got at Michael's, so you can go and get cute little things like that. I have these cute little chalkboards that were also from Michael's that just have some information written on them. I have my stock and my demo colors out to help pull in their attention. And then I have all of their information, or all of the stuff that they need to try the color. So we have our witch hazel in a cute little bottle from Hobby Lobby. You can get creative in what you put it in. Then we have a cute little dish with our cotton balls. We have little dishes from Charming Charlie's. I mean, you can get creative with what you have. It doesn't have to be expensive, but you have your applicator sticks out, glossy gloss samples, painter's palettes from Michael's that were only $1. You'd have a couple of mirrors. I got mine at Ross for like $5 a piece. So you'll have everything they need to try on colors. Now, you're also gonna have marketing material. So I would have a stack of beauty books for customers to take home. I would have a stack of business cards that they can take, and obviously your stack of new distributor packets so that if someone's interested in joining your team, you can give them information. Then what you're gonna do is, you have to decide before the event a couple little details. If you have multiple people working the event with you, you need to make sure to determine whose Square app you're going to be using, who's kind of tracking all of the sales. You have to find out how you want to set up to where you're prepared for sales. Maybe have all your organza bags set out, business cards and brochures all ready to go, because you will get busy at these events. So you need to have it set up so that it flows smoothly. So have it all ready, so if someone makes a sale, you can hurry and put the package together and send it off. Another thing that you can do is you can not have the girls try it on their lips. You can just have them try it on their hands, and that also saves time. So I hope that these tips help you. You can get creative with your booths. You can add height with boxes or cute little stands and pedestals. You can hang up cute banners and signs and picture frames that have information. This was just a quick example. Again, go to the events album and look up the cute ideas that people have. I hope that this helps you see how lucrative events can be, and really helps get you excited to do events. They're so much fun. If you guys want to make a lot of money in a day and have a lot of fun, events are the way to go. And so I hope you guys step out of that comfort zone and try one. I love them so much, and you're gonna find a lot of new team members, and you're gonna be so passionate about it. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks.